Here are the pros and cons of mobile home park investing. Number one, the cons. Let's start with the disadvantages and why people don't think they're very sexy. Look, it's a smaller resale pool. Not a lot of people see these as sexy assets, and that's because of the stigma. And why some counties are really trying to stop operations or not allow new developments. People, because of the stigma of criminal activity and drugs and violence, which is not entirely true. There's a stigma that people just don't want to live in them or invest in them, right? This is some other cons and disadvantages. Usually the quality of your resident is lower credit. It's the most affordable type of housing. When you're paying rents $185, $200, $300, it's not as desirable. Next, mobile homes don't appreciate like real property. They depreciate like vehicles. Next, many banks don't understand them. They're tougher to finance, but I will say the ones that actually do, the lenders that actually understand these assets, absolutely do love them. And finally, older assets, in many cases, these mobile home parks have older infrastructure like water and sewer and electrical systems. So they're not as desirable. So this is a fascinating asset class in the commercial and multifamily investing space. And in the active duty, passive income, military, multifamily academy, you get the entire mobile home park investing academy when you join the ranks of the academy and the mastermind. Watch that masterclass, click that link right below, and I dive deep into how to explore and find and analyze and build teams and raise capital for these types of deals. So now the pros, the advantages of why I and a lot of people in my inner circle love investing in mobile home parks. So there's a very strong cash flow potential. Well, why and how? So number one, the major affordable housing shortage in the country. Well, this is one of the best type of solutions to that. There's no more affordable housing than mobile home communities. Next, the barrier of entry is low. The zoning prohibits new parks, so there's a scarcity aspect. Not many more of these could be built and developed. Next, there's a pride of ownership. A lot of times the residents own their own home. A lot of times there's a ratio in parks between park-owned homes and tenant-owned homes, but where the tenants own their own homes, the residents have a pride of home ownership. Next, there's a lower operating cost, especially when the residents own their own homes. They pay all the bills. They pay the taxes, the fees, the insurance. And so the operator and the owner of the park has very low operating costs. Next, it costs them a lot to move, to pick up their mobile home and move it, to unhook all the utilities, move it, find a new place. They're very sticky and the residents usually don't move very often. Next, it's easy to raise rents because it's so costly to move a home. As long as you justify raising the rents through rehab and through other ways to add value, it's easier to raise rents. And this is a very recession-resistant asset class because of most affordable housing. Plus, these big institutions love looking at these because they know it's such a safe asset during recessions. And a lot of times, mom and pops, they just get tired and they don't really add value a whole lot and they don't force the rents up with the market. So there's so many opportunities in mobile home communities. Look, I currently have one of these awesome mobile home parks under contract to buy, and I'd add a ton of value to and hold for the long term, and I love sharing everything I learn about them through the process. And look, if this stuff is resonating, I encourage you to watch this free masterclass, especially if you are past or present military like myself. Active duty passive income is where we love sharing all the things that we're learning. And in this masterclass, I reveal 3 secrets. It took me a while to break through and discover how to analyze these types of deals, how to raise capital for these deals, and how to structure a rockstar team, and how to help you close on them so you don't have to waste every waking hour trying to do it yourself, and you could use and leverage a team using the skills that you already know, especially if you served in our military. Again, if you go and watch this free masterclass, you'll get a bunch of free bonuses. And I love to chat with you. I'd love to help you out and join the ranks of our multifamily academy and mastermind. Till then, crush it. Never stop learning. See ya.